Good morning, good
Okay.
morning, good morning. We just want to welcome you guys to our call, our Wednesday call. Basically, we want to bring you in today. This is Miss Pat's time to shine. She's going to give you a little information. Blogging, blogging basics, blogging 101, and those advanced marketers be able to receive some information, some tips and tricks. We also have a program that we use, Opportunity Launch, which teaches you how to become more efficient in your marketing. We call it next level marketing, and these are some things that you want to have as a entrepreneur or internet marketer, as a blog out here working for you. So um, we just want to thank you guys once again, and without further ado, we have Miss Pat. Miss Pat, are you ready?
Right. Good morning, everyone. I just would like for you all to help me out with my understanding of where you are with the blogging process. And if you could just raise your hand and tell me if you have actually purchased the AMS system, the blogging platform, either through this last wave that Marcus had for the $100 for the autoresponder and the blogging platform, or if you might have gotten it well before then. If you could raise your hand, or uh, Sandra, you able to see the poll for me? Is that just about all, Sam? I think Sam?
Lonnie, I have Miss Karen, I have Nathaniel Ray, and Miss Renita. So we have about 70% already have it.
Okay, so the other persons, how those persons who are not responding, what is it that you plan on doing with the blog? Are you going, I mean, I'm talking about blogging on Wednesdays. How many of you are actually going to blog in order to accentuate or to help your business grow? Of the 70%, I already know where you stand. But what about you others? Sam, do you think I should open the mic or?
Yeah, we'll open up the mic.
Yeah, let's open the mic. Janet says she hasn't purchased it as of yet, in the process of setting up the free one. Is that the WordPress blog, Janet, or the blogger?
Yes,
Great. Last week
yes, I'm
I
connected
did a little
also.
bit of an overview of the WordPress, hoping to segue into what Marcus is going to have for us. No way near the SEO optimized version that he tells us we're going to come up with, but it will at least give you training or some practice doing, blogging until it actually comes, into your back office. That's great, Janet. Did anything I help you with, I talked about last week, help you with getting set up with your blog?
Yes, I think you give very good detailed information to those of us
Oh,
that are new to blogging.
okay. Anybody else among who's not among the 70%? What are you doing about blogging? If you're not going to get Marcus's blog, what are you planning on blogging? That would be my question.
My intentions, good morning. My intentions are to get Marcus's blog
Okay.
system.
I'm
Um,
just waiting on the blogs. For me, that's where I was headed to, is to start blogging. And so I went ahead. I'm waiting for that. I missed your training last week, so that's in the back office, correct?
yeah, Lonnie, it was a little bit abbreviated, and I wanted to pick up with that today. And then I wanted to, on next week, December the 1st, I think is on a Tuesday. On that Wednesday, I would like to start a blogging challenge, if you will, that we start blogging once, at least twice or three times a week. I want to set something up for us so that we can actually blog. But I have to say this to you. I don't know why you all are waiting. Um, you need to get your feet wet right now and just write a blog about why you started your business. I mean, why did you go into Herbalife, for example? What is it about Opportunity Launch that attracted you? But you need to start doing something so that you can get your feet wet. When that blog comes, it's still going to be sitting there before you. So I'm saying to you, get started. The other thing that you want to do is remember that whatever you place on this WordPress free blog, you can use it on your WordPress blog that Marcus is going to give us. He is giving us that spin rewriter. So you can take that content and just have it spun and put it right over there, SEO optimized and everything, right on that particular platform. But I have to say, I don't recommend that you sit back and wait. Really, please don't wait. Lonnie, Janet, everybody, please don't wait. Get your feet wet and get started. That's what I shall say.
I had a blog actually with another company, and I shut all those things down to do it through OPL.
Um, what platform was it, may I ask?
I was going through Empower Network,
Okay.
so they switched up their format, and when they switched up their format, that was when I stopped because I had a blog. I almost had got 50 blogs out there, and you don't even get looked at until you get like 50 blogs. So the learning about this is what really got me into Opportunity Launch, because I'm seeing that you guys really know what you're doing, and that's the way to go.
Uh, Lonnie, I was attracted to Opportunity Launch, and Sam will tell you, not only the capture pages, but overwhelmingly my intention was to get that SEO optimized blog. And that is the attraction that I have. I'm not saying everything else is great, but it's that blog that will put us all on the first page of Google that
Yeah.
really excited me. But what we've got to do is, right now I'm putting my writing on hold as well, simply because I'm getting prepared, to do presentations with you all about the blog, making sure my background information is okay. That's the teacher in me, but I still know that I need to be putting content out there so that the search engines can pick it up. Um, the other thing I want to say, you mentioned something that I had as a part of my presentation today, that you've got to have 20 to 50 blogs out there in order for the search engines to see you as an authority on that particular subject and things of that nature. I don't want to condemn you for having gotten rid of Empower Network, because I did it too. I got rid of it several years ago because it never got me on the first page like I think they had promised that they would do. But I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with having blogs on different platforms. The Blogger is one. People are doing Wix. They're doing the Weebly blog. So yes, you're going to have that OPL, that Opportunity Launch blog, but you need other ones as well. Um, Michael Shuttle, Michael is on here. Michael has already set up for himself a WordPress. We looked at that one day. I believe John Montague has already done a blogger. What you can do is use those blog platforms that you have, and you can use them as links or backlinks. You can do external links to those blogs, if you will. So don't just settle for having one. You can have numerous ones. Otherwise, Google wouldn't have a blogger platform for you where you can have up to 100 blogs, you see, in all niche markets. So that's my take on that. Renita, we looked at your blog as well. And she also has begun to blog, in a nicely done blog. I believe I saw one of Verdel's, but Verdel, I think, was doing the blog well before Opportunity Launch. But my suggestion, again, is to write something. It can be autobiographical. That's a great start. Something, a second topic could be why you chose your given network marketing company. A third topic might even be 3 reasons why somebody should join your network marketing opportunity, or why somebody should join Opportunity Launch. When I was teaching English, we always taught that you wanted to do the
Tiffany, you
1-3-1
could
essay, the introduction,
kind
three
of way.
body paragraphs, and then a conclusion. And those 3 body paragraphs generally would identify 3 reasons, 3 examples, or whatever it was to support your main idea, or what they call the thesis statement. Now, um, Michael put in the box here. He said, yes, I have my own blog at this time, but I might switch later because of the SEO that is built in. See, Michael was seeing that the importance of having the SEO optimized blog with OPL, but he has his own blog on his own domain. And if you were in one of those trainings that Marcus had, he said, do not use a domain to mask his Opportunity Launch blog because it's already optimized. But if you want to go out and get your own blog, you might want to do so. And that one, Lonnie, would say LonnieSorrell.com, where you would actually be branding yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
I mean, okay. So I'm
I
giving
have I have some domain names. I have a couple of them I've been holding on to. I'm waiting for this to do. But yeah, I'll get in there and start a blog from that system
you.
you shared last week.
Right. This word press blog that I'm sharing with you all today is free of charge. I'm going to share, hopefully, as we go along, how you can even export the articles that you are writing in here into another platform, into another WordPress blog. So, I mean, you can send it right over to your OPL blog. But um,
Pat,
when I, yes.
hi, this is Donna.
Hey, Donna.
I'm driving. I'm just, I, what if I go in there? Okay, whenever you first start up your blog, it asks you what you want to name it. And then after you do it, you realize that, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have used all of that because I put Donna Lee mobile mother trucker. And that's like way too long of a word. I didn't realize they were going to make that the title to my blog. I thought it was my username or something. And can I just like delete that one and start a new one, or?
Well, with this free blog here, you can have um, as many as you want to, Donna. Okay. So yes, you can
Like,
go in and create a whole new one.
okay,
If you all can see my screen, I hope you can.
okay,
As you can see here at the top here where it says My Sites, okay, I'm going to show you Switch My Sites. When I click on, how many do I have? Do you see how many sites I have? 6. Under this one email account, I have 6 WordPress blogs or sites. And I can manage them as I want to. Switch a site. Look at those that I have. Last week I created this one, 123 Let's Go blog. You remember that? I have Your Perfect Plan B. I have the business in the box. So yes, ma'am, you can go and create another one. Here it is right here. See the plus? Add new WordPress. It brings you right over here where you can start creating. Let's get started. You don't have to get your template right away or your theme. You can just come down and skip over that. And this is where you're going to enter your domain or your keyword. And Donna, I think, I don't want to do another one, man. You could delete them as well. But here, somebody already has 1, 2, 3, 4 as a free WordPress blog, and that's why I cannot get a free one.
Okay, I didn't want to stay muted because I'm driving. I didn't know if my truck was making too much noise.
Mhm.
So I'm listening. Thank you.
Yeah. So let your word be. So there I have this one. Let your word be your bond. There shouldn't be any what? Break in it. But as you can see, Donna, I don't know if you can. If you walk and see my screen, you can see that I can have this as a what? As a free WordPress blog. And obviously, in the nature of this topic, kind of suggests that I'm going to be dealing with personal integrity or something like that. Okay, where words are your words are your bond. And if you take a look here, these are the domains that I can actually buy right now, so that instead of branding WordPress, I'm branding myself, my own piece of real estate, so to speak, with 1, 2, 3, 4, let your word, be your bond or whatever. I think I left out something. But there's my free one, and I can X out of it, okay? Question? So last time we had gone through and talked about the various parts of the WordPress blog. I think I took you through the section here that you needed to fill in, and please do so if you haven't. You've got your appearance and the theme. You can change that. I think I clicked that one on last time. And the themes are free. You've got premium, which costs $49 all the way to $99, but I keep mine on the free. You can choose one now that you like. You can customize it, and then you can go out and change it again, okay? I also think that last time I talked to you about, I want to make sure, your settings. And with your settings, we went through, there's your site title, your tagline. At this point right here with my tagline, I went back last evening or last week and I added my tagline. And all this is a few words that will actually explain what my blog is going to be about. This obviously is for the search engines as well. But I said that 123blog, let's go blog.com or whatever, is designed to provide tips and tools for persons who are new to blogging. Then I went through and I added my timeline, my date format, and I added my picture that I wanted. Are you ready? Are you ready to start blogging, obviously? And I could choose any file that I actually wanted there. So that was that. The widgets, you can add those at will. Most of them will already come with widgets, but you can drag these over and put them where you want on your main sidebar. Blogs I follow, I don't have any, but already built into my system are 20 of them. You'll see them once you play around with your back office there. But that was one that I chose just now. I can delete it. If I don't like it, I can delete it. The other beauty of this is we can go through and we can rearrange and put our widgets where we actually want them in order of importance or however you choose, because this is your own, your own blog. Feedback, I like this area here because with this new one, you can actually create a poll. There are up to 20 designs, I believe, that they have where you can find out what your audience wants, how they feel about the current situation with the ISIS having, attacked France. You could do something about marketing tips. What are your favorite marketing tips? And you can ask them to categorize them or whatever. But this is available to you as well in your office here or in your back office. There's a comment section where you can have your your readership fill that in, what their responses to your to your blogs. Now, pages. This has been a question that has come up over and over again about the pages and how they differ from posts. Pages you can have in WordPress as many as you like, just like you can have as many posts as you like. The difference between a page and a post is pages are static, which means they do not move. They're not going to have any tags. They have no tags whatsoever. There's always in your office, well, I keep calling it a back office, but in your dashboard area, in your site area, there's going to be an About Me page. This, I suggest that you fill out and edit. This is where you can put your biographical data here. This page is generally standard in all blogging platforms, an About Me page. You can edit it, okay? This is an example of the page. Remember, it's going to be static. It's going to be on the front page there, but you can rearrange where you want this as well. But you want to edit this. You can always preview what you have in terms of your changes. It allows you to see it, okay? You can edit it, and then you can what? Go back. But all the time, you can come back to your dashboard. That's your home screen if you get lost. But here, you'll edit, and then you want to update it. When you update it, all you're doing is publishing it again, because once this site launches, this About Me page is already out there in the search engine. So please fill that out as soon as possible, or delete it from your area back here. I suggest that you go on and fill it out. Somewhere over here in my area, I already have an About Me, and I keep it available, and all I do is what? See my Empower Network thing? Somewhere in here is my folder where I actually have my biographical data. I just copy it from my WordPad and I paste it here, and then I'm ready to go. And you all might want to get in the habit of doing that as well, keeping all of your blogs. By the way, Lonnie, you left Empower Network. I hope you kept all of your blogs somewhere where you can use them again, because you can repurpose them, you can rewrite them, you can spin them and use them on this platform right here, or even with your opportunity launch. I left mine behind, okay, because I didn't know that I wouldn't have access to them. But the
I left
point
mine
that I
behind too.
pardon me?
I left mine behind too.
Yeah.
But
So,
I have material that I'm going to use.
yeah, but if you're anything like, sometimes writing can be very tedious and time consuming. So when you write your masterpiece, you want to keep a copy of it in Microsoft Word, or keep it in your WordPad, okay? So your pages, again, are static. You can create more pages if you like. Here is the little clip. You can just add a new one. You put the title here, and you can write a description of it right here. You can add media, you can put a poll, you can add a contact. But again, you want to remember that it's what? Static. And when you're writing your post, if you're going to put categories in your post, they oftentimes will find themselves falling up under a given page. And we can talk about that on another meeting, okay? Links really self-explanatory. You can see that already they have for me, and they'll have for you, great links for you to take a look at learning WordPress. And here is the actual site that you can click on and go. You can delete it. You can add additional ones at your will. The next one, to me, of importance is your library. And this is where you're going to hold all of your media. And you can do so by, let me see, adding a new one here. Oh, it also tells me how much I've already used here. And you can see that the upload limit, okay, is what, 3.0 gigabytes, but I've used 326.3K. So it keeps a running tally for you. It lets you select your tiles, your files, where you get them from. You can get them from from your own computer. Okay. Most of the time, they will allow you to go other places as well. Oh, images. You've got images such as what? The URL. I'm wondering if this one that I've chosen is disallowing me to use the URL. I'm going to have to check into that. But what you can always do is, you go. God bless. You've got your media items. You can filter them. You can apply them. You've got images. What happened to the other one? Here's a filter. But at any rate, here you can do pics, you can do sound, and you can do actual YouTube videos. Videos can be uploaded. I'm going to come back to this one once I can get out of here. These are your posts, and you can always bring up all of the posts that you have. You see under this site that I created, I don't have any. You can schedule your post. You have drafts. You've got pending activities. Some are just private, where you don't want anybody to read them at all. You can put them in the trash, discard them forever. This is where you add your new, and this is where you actually go to create your first post. You want to enter your title here. We'll talk about choosing a title, but you could probably go through some of those other presentations that I've done, where I've told you how important it is for your title to have a keyword, and that your first 100 words should in fact have your keyword or related keywords therein. This is where you add your media. Here it is. Oh, wow. I knew I wasn't too insane, but you notice here you can upload your files, select your files. You can create a gallery, tweet. You can insert YouTube, and this is where you go and get your YouTube video. And this is what I was looking for, the insertion of a URL. And today in my PowerPoint presentation, which I don't think I'm going to do today, I won't be able to get to it, you can actually create a download area in your blog to provide people with additional information. What I wanted to talk about today was some of the ways that you can help provide value to your readers. And I know I've done this in the past as well, but you can do infograms. And in your body of your blog, you can create a download area where they can actually click it and download the PDF, or they can download a cheat sheet or a checklist sheet. So that's the beauty of having this WordPress blog. I created for you, well, didn't create it, but everywhere in WordPress there's a search area where all you have to do is type in. If you get lost, if you get confused, you just type in something that you need clarification on, and all of the files will actually pop up for you. So this morning I wanted to know how I could do a download in my blog. It goes step by step what you can do, putting your cursor in the body of your article, going to your Add Media button, selecting your download file, and then bam, there's everything right there. And this is what beautiful. You see that? All they have to do is click it, and they can download your PDF or whatever it is that you're giving them a value. So that's another way of, in engaging your readership and providing them with value. If you don't want to write a 100-word blog, you can just give them a cheat sheet. You can tell them how to understand Google. Now let me show, I'm going breakneck speed, I'm sorry. I want to show you how you can go to Google and you can get what are called cheat sheets. In the old days, we called them crib notes, but now on the internet, they are designed to give people a shortcut to understand Google Plus. I'm sorry about that. We got a concert going on right now. Here's one that, let's say, for example, you wanted to write about social media in a blog. You have this cheat sheet that you can provide for your readership. You can use this as a download for your actual article. In this one, what they're doing is they're talking about Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and an overview of all of them, the pros and the cons. Imagine where you wouldn't have to actually go through and write great deal of content about these 5 social media platforms. You could just give a cheat sheet for those of you and then write around it, you see? So a lot of times we want to make the writing process very difficult when in reality there are indeed shortcuts that you can use as you're trying to create these blogs. We want to try to write daily, every day, putting some content out there, and like Lonnie said, 50 of those blogs will start to get you noticed. But everybody thinks that they've got to write these great American novels, and you don't have to. It can be short, simple. It could be a checklist of things that people have to get together. For example, Karen and I were talking this morning about vacation, and you've got people who are getting ready to go on holiday for Thanksgiving. Okay, have you packed your bags? Have you forgotten anything on your way to Grandma's house? And then you can give them a checklist of the kinds of things that they have to get prepared for. Now, those of you who lived in Detroit or in Illinois, last week I think some parts of Illinois had like 12 inches of snow. My question is this: if you were writing a personal blog and you just want to do something off the cuff, you could even write a blog about, with the audience of those people who are in those areas. Upstate New York, where we're talking about White Plains, where they get what? Drifts of snow. You could write a blog on tips of how to survive a snowstorm if you're trapped in your car. It goes the whole limit, and it could be a checklist, and it could be 150 words, it could be 500 words, it could be 1,000 words. But the point is, we have to start, when I used to tell my students, you have to start putting pen to paper so that you can begin the process of writing. The other thing that you can do is an actual video. Let me show you this, please. Let's say, for example, you need to know that this WordPress blog has over at the right-hand side, this far right-hand side, an area that's called Format. And in this Format area, notice it's got what's called Standard. And this is where I keep my blogs on, because I just write my blogs and I just put my pics in as I go along. I put in my hyperlinks, that kind of thing as I go along. But you can also have an aside. And in the theater, what this was, where you had people who were sitting, and the audience, the people on the stage didn't know what was saying, but the audience could hear it. Or an aside is when you're sitting next to somebody and you're telling them information, providing additional information. You can use your blog as a way of giving additional information to your readership. It can be a gallery, and the gallery is nothing more than pictures that are what? Strewn across here. It could just be a blog with an image there, like the one that I gave you earlier with the info graph. It could just be a link. Now, why am I going through this? It could just be a video blog. The reason is, what WordPress does is, according to the format that you've set up here, it will make reconfigurations of your blog and how it's going to appear. It's going to appear differently for a video than it would for a standard blog or for just providing the image or just a quote. So use this area at your leisure, if that's what you want to do, or what you want to do is keep it on standard like I do. Now, here's the thing. A lot of times people don't see this format because it's hidden. So at the very top of your page, what you want to do is come over to the right-hand side at the top, and there's this pull-down menu, screen options. And this shows on screen where you want to have your likes or your shares, your format, your categories, your tags, your featured image, all of these. So if format is not appearing on your WordPress blog, back here in this area, you want to go up to that area and just click on what format, and it will allow you to make your changes accordingly. Question? Comment? Okay.
Awesome.
Here's where you can add your poll. You can add a contact form if you like. And the beauty of this is you can actually go through and create your own form for your readership, how they can contact you, your contact information, your website address, any comments, okay? You can add this form to your blog. I apologize, I've got a visitor. And notice that it comes in the HTML form, okay? There's the visual. This is how we actually want to keep it, okay? Text. But at any rate, I'm going to remove this. And cutting that out. Okay, now, I want you to see something. A lot of times when you're getting ready to write, you're saying, oh, well, where are all of my elements here? You want to hit the toggle bar. This is where everything is exposed to you. Here's the back, the undo that I was looking for earlier, okay? So you hit the toolbar toggle, and voila, there you go. Here's your paragraph area. If you want it just as a paragraph, there's where it appears. Here's your heading 1, heading 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is obviously based on what? Importance of your topic. In one of our presentations, I think I said to you that Google likes to see division. So you want to divide your post up into parts using your major headings. If you were in Empower Network, you may remember that they also suggested that you have an H1 and an H2 and an H3. And there's certain things that you want to do in each one of those headings in order to make your blog SEO optimized. Okay? So there you have it. This is the underline. This is your justification. Okay? Most times, here's your align left. When you want to center your article on the page, or you might have a quote that you want to center. And this is if you want to align everything to the left. This is for your insert read tag. We'll talk about that in another opportunity. This one right here is to actually create the URL, the clickable link for you. And notice, that'll make it.
Can you have a second, Patricia? I have another question.
Okay. Is everybody with me right now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now this is what's important. You want to open that link in another tab. Keep in mind that you want those folk to come. If they go to www.epxbody.com, they're going to get stuck there. Unless, of course, you have what? If they open it on the link, notice here, if they click this on in my page, they're going to go right to my website. And they can click that off, but notice my article will still be here on the page. I'll share that with you. I don't want to give too much, but I want to make sure that we just kind of get an overview of everything right now. And I don't want you to think I'm going real fast, but I just want to give you some tidbits to help you get started, okay? All righty. Remember a little bit earlier, writing helper? You can copy a post, and you can use an existing post as a template. Click that on. All you have to do is, what? Pick a post. They'll copy the title, contents, tags, everything for you right here. This is WordPress, okay? Where's the other one? I want to go back. Leave this page. Sorry. Shouldn't have gone all the way out. Here's another little feature. Request feedback. This one is a good one because sometimes you want someone to give you some feedback on your article. Patricia, what do you think of this article? Do you think it has all of my all of my keywords there? You can actually send this out to somebody and ask them to do what? Give you some feedback. Writer's help. Okay? All right. Now, this is your store. Oh, may I go back? Sorry, you all. I want to go back to the post. I want to add that new one. Because over here are your categories. You all, you weren't here when I added this category earlier. I think I did that before you came on the line. Sam and I were talking. But here's my keyword. All of my posts that I write about keywords will come under this category, okay? You want to avoid using uncategorized area because that will have Google putting your stuff anywhere and everywhere. So try to put a category. What's something else associated with okay. Here's another category, all right? And you can see how they're following up here. So every article that I have will fall under what? Those categories. I will actually put it in this category, blogging for money. If I start to write my articles right here on the page, as I look at all my posts, and as they populate, you see that? My bulk actions, all my dates will occur, and all of my categories will appear. If I pull down the menu and write blogging for money, only the articles that have to do with that category will appear. And I can go through and I can make changes to them accordingly. And this categorization also helps the reader when he comes or she comes to your site, helps them to click on an area of their interest, of his or her interest. They go, they read those articles, and bam, you're again providing what? Value. They don't have to fumble around on your site trying to figure out what article is this. You've already provided them with great headings. Categories are different from tags. Categories are like a huge, broad topic, but the tags are specific. They give examples, they give colors, they give sounds. In other words, they are more specific. Let's look at a category. Let's say I'm a chef. A category would be those would be my categories. My tags might be bacon, eggs, omelets, you see? And then even under breakfast, it could be what? Subcategories, if you will. We might have brunch. We might have, that kind of, we might have those kinds of subcategories, but the tags are specific, the categories are broad. But you always want to keep in mind that you're writing for whom? yes, you are having fun writing. It is for your own edification, but it's also designed to provide continuous value to your readership. So you want to keep in mind your reader or your audience at all times. Okay? Here's where you're going to put your tags, right? Some people don't use any tags at all. I always use tags with mine, and I categorize mine as well, my articles as well. Okay, I'm almost ready. So the tags are going to go through here, and they need to be separated by commas. And once you get all your tags in, as you start to write your articles, you can go through and just tick them as you will uh, with your blogs. Anybody have a question?
Yes, Patricia.
Yes.
I think that I energetically asked you the question because I think you just answered my question that I was going to ask you. But you said giving people value, giving them tips. Okay, so say my blog is primarily about young living essential oils,
Sure.
but I'm also the mother trucker, and I'm also mobile on doing my marketing. Okay, so three different subjects there. Okay, I'm a truck driver. I'm going to give people tips on how to drive in the wintertime. Okay, and thirdly, I'm a mobile marketer. I'm going to give people tips on how they can look up stuff on their cell phone instead of having to worry about going to their laptop computer. So you just, I think, told me what I need to do is make up different categories.
Right. I don't know what your thinking is, Adonna, but it seems like you may even want to think about having three separate blogs. And even with those three separate blogs, you could still link them. For example, with your longevity blog, you could talk about longevity, if you will, and all of the products, tips, and suggestions about the various products. And you can give an external link to one of your other blogs that deals with mobile marketing and how you can effectively use mobile marketing in longevity. Do you see how you would create almost a web-like effect? That's what I was taught with one of the platforms, that you want people, when they go off of your blog, they're still what? Kind of interacting with Donna. They're interacting with Patricia. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, I just was concerned about the content, because everybody says make your content according to the title so that Google will not reject you by you writing about one thing when your title was about another. So I've always been conscious about making sure that I can't go off on a tangent or down a rabbit hole about something else that doesn't have anything to do with my whole blog.
Right.
So,
hello?
That's what I was.
Yeah, I think the categories will serve that purpose for you. But you want to make sure that your blog has unity, if you will, that it seems integrated in terms of the ideas and expressions. Now, I'm going to really, I think I got done with just about everything today, and I am going to, I think I told you all I had to make an early exit. I have a son who has a job, and today he is without transportation. His ride has gone out of town, and I have to be his chauffeur. I'm just hoping that what I provided for you gave you some benefit, some value today. And I hope that it wasn't disjointed or disconnected, because sometimes I have to have my outline before me.
Yes, it was great for me. Thank you.
Anybody else? Any questions or comments?
I've learned, this is Ray, I've learned a whole lot about what WordPress can do now. It's been a while since I've been back in there. I've got a 5-year-old blog, but I haven't done anything with it in that amount of time. So evidently WordPress has really updated. I need to get back in there and look at that stuff.
Right. You know, Ray, I'm going to tell you, I looked at this new platform here myself, and I was a little bit surprised, and that's from last year, because I was saying, oh, where did that come from, you know,
Yeah.
when I was looking it over. But there are some great additions here. And here's the thing that we need to know. This one right here is the free one. Can you imagine if you're paying for the platform? If
Right.
you're paying for the platform, they've got a plug-in. You can't use any plugins here. But they have plugins, and Yoast is what it's called, Y-O-A-S-T. It will help to provide SEO optimization for your blog. There are all kinds of plugins that you can use if you're going to pay for it, okay?
Is that you talking about the? Let me go back. I've got my own domain name. And I've got that. It's hosted on WordPress. I've already downloaded to that. I have not done anything with that yet. Is that what you're calling a premium?
This one right here is free. Did you pay for that one?
No, no. I haven't even put anything on it yet. It's just there.
But did you pay for it?
The domain?
Yes. Did you pay for it?
Yes.
I don't know exactly.
Okay. Well, I know that I can put plugins in it. So
yes, sir. This one right here, which is the free one, no, you cannot. But please look at the plugin called Yoast, Y-O-A-S-T. I want you to put that into your blog. The other suggestion I want to make to you on the fly is this. Those articles that you have in your old WordPress blog, I want you to take them and repurpose them, rewrite them, renew them, and put them on your new blog site, okay?
Well, Marcus has already told me that I'm a dummy. I was listening to somebody else at that time on a different WordPress blog that I had, and he told me, being as I wasn't in the company anymore, to delete them, which I did. Oh, well.
Copies anywhere?
Nope. No, ma'am. Throw them away.
Wow.
Yeah. Dumb, I know, but, ignorance is bliss, they say.
But you know what, though, I always say, when we know better, we do better, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And it's not that bad. We are all works in progress, you know. And
I do have another question, but this may not be the place for it. We might need to take that to PM or something. I have a video, I guess for explanation, it's a video blog where I took and did a PowerPoint voiceover of every chapter in the Bible. After you do all of that, after you went plumb through the Bible, how do I reinvigorate that or can I? So you can answer that here, or we can talk in another venue if you'd like.
Okay. I'll give you my line, but exactly, I would feel free to do those again. The Bible never. They said that the Bible, if anything changes in the Bible, then it's nothing more than what? The Bible never changes. The Word of God does not change. We
Amen.
only, kind of contemporize it, but the Word of God does not change. And I invite you, if that's been your series, I think that would be a good one, even for your YouTube, even for a whole, a series. And you could do a join me. You can create so much with that. I think that's one. But guys, I hate to run out and be a party pooper, but I want everybody to enjoy your Thanksgiving. I wish I could stay with you longer, and I did do my whole hour, so please don't.
We do appreciate you.
Don't charge it to my what? I've got to get this little boy. My son is standing here at the door waiting for me. So I've got to take my bow out. San, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I am here.
Okay, any questions? San? Any questions? They can put them in in a box somewhere, inbox me and on Facebook, and I am available to talk to you if you need me, okay?
All
If
right.
you want me to look at your blog, give you some suggestions, please, as a former English teacher, I will be more than happy to do so. Never ever throw away your work. Keep it somewhere and treasure. It is you, and it's the book that you failed to write. Um, Ray Maine, you need to be writing that in a book,
Hmm.
an ebook. Okay, we'll talk.
All right.
You all
Thank
have
you.
a blessed holiday, and I will see you on the other side of Thanksgiving.
All right. We want to thank you guys for
Thanks,
being here
Patricia.
this morning and
Thank you.
receiving that information from Miss Pat. She has to go, but we're gonna have this up for you guys later on this afternoon.